welcome to this Wednesday, October the 12th edition of the Ringside Report. I am Ryan Young. Joining me on the phone, the king of controversy, Anthony Smoody. Smoody, how we doing on this Wednesday?
Good.
Are you sure?
Yeah, after the disappointing Cubs game.
But it's Wednesday. The Cubs could already be in the NLCS by now, or we have a Game 5 tomorrow, Tony.
Yeah.
Let's start this show off by recapping Raw from Monday night. Started off with Sasha Banks coming out saying she is the boss. She's wanted to do this from all the role models she's had, and she wants to be a role model for kids. Well, then Charlotte comes out, but then Rusev and Lana interrupt. And then eventually it leads... Sasha Banks also offers a women's Hell in a Cell match, which we talked about at Hell in a Cell. And then Roman Reigns comes out, and eventually it ends up being a tag team match for later on in the night. Kofi Kingston defeats Cesaro. Bayley gets a win over some unknown. Sin Cara and Lindsay Dorado defeat Tony Nese and Drew Gulak. Mick Foley and Stephanie McMahon come out and announce that they will have the women's Hell in a Cell match. It was confirmed. Kevin Owens and Chris Jericho come out, and then Stephanie announces that if Chris Jericho can beat Seth Rollins tonight on Raw, or later in the night, he will have a rematch, or he will be thrown into that match at Hell in a Cell. Sami Zayn and Neville defeat Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel, which ended in a no contest when Enzo and Cass, it was supposed to be Enzo and Cass, but they got attacked by the club. R-Truth gets a win over Titus O'Neil. Braun Strowman gets a win. Roman Reigns and Sasha Banks defeat Rusev and Charlotte. Paul Heyman comes out and says, you know what? You want Goldberg? I'm issuing you the challenge. Brock wants it. So then, of course, it was announced later in the night, and we'll talk about that Goldberg is on his way to Denver, Colorado to head to Monday Night Raw next week. TJ Perkins gets a win over Ariya Daivari, the brother of Sean Daivari, and Seth Rollins defeats Chris Jericho. Tony, the big news is Goldberg is coming to Raw for the first time since 2004?
Yes.
What are your thoughts?
Goldberg, the first pitch is WrestleMania 20 when they both saw each other. It's going to be chill for Goldberg to come back to WWE after almost 12 years of disconnection.
Yeah, what do you expect to happen next week? Do you expect him to, what is the better chance of happening? Do you think he's going to spear Paul Heyman? Is Brock Lesnar going to be there? What's going to happen, Tony? If you had to book it, what would you book?
I expect Brock Lesnar probably just confront Goldberg and then walk out the ring and leave the ring, and that'll probably be the end of it.
And then it looks like this match is going to happen at Survivor Series in Toronto. Do you think that odds are that's when it's going to happen?
Yeah, it looks like it's not going to happen at WrestleMania. Probably happen at Survivor Series where something will happen with these two and it will end up happening at WrestleMania.
I've been waiting for this. I'm excited for it. I might not sound it. I'm tired. I was up till, of course, we taped this on Tuesday. I was up Monday night till 1:30 in the morning watching the Cub game. So, and I can tell, Tony, you're a little exhausted yourself, aren't you?
Yeah, after watching that game, it's seen a lot of struggle for the fans.
Seth Rollins defeats Chris Jericho. Jericho not in the match. Do you think that, what do you think the effect he will have in this match coming up at Hell in a Cell?
I believe that Jericho's going to get involved somehow, some way, because he's going to get involved where he's going to push Foley to the limit, and he'll get involved in that match if he put in that match somehow.
Okay, that is Monday Night Raw. We're going to take a timeout. When we come back, we're going to preview Ring of Honor and NXT, both of them coming up tonight. That's next on the Ringside Report. Welcome back to the Ringside Report. On this date, Bound for Glory 2008 from Hoffman Estates. Tony, didn't you go to that?
Yeah, I did.
How was the crowd? Was that your only TNA show you've ever been to?
It was the only TNA show. It was a good crowd. I saw a few wrestlers there, but Richard Sting at the pay-per-view stuck really bad.
Sting won. He's able. What was that? Was that his third straight Bound for Glory world title win?
Yeah.
Okay, let's preview Ring of Honor and NXT. Ring of Honor, of course, coming off All-Star Extravaganza. They have another week of shows. this week, as it'll be from from Brooklyn, New York, and the Brooklyn Cyclone Stadium, as it was 2 matches from their show, the Field of Honor. There you're going to see Kyle O'Reilly take on Shibata, and you're going to see the Ring of Honor World title on the line. Adam Cole defends against Jay Lethal, Naito, and Tanahashi, excuse me. You're looking into this as we're getting closer to Final Battle. We continue to wonder who the heck's going to be the #1 contender for Adam Cole. And do you think Jay Lethal gets his rematch?
I don't think so. I think Jay Lethal is going to work his way to get back up there again after being world champion for 6 months.
Indeed, and then you also have on the other side of things, you got the tag team champions being the Young Bucks. Maybe they're going to build off to possibly having a rematch with the Addiction, or do you see that happening in the TV tapings?
Yeah, I'm expecting it to happen. The next pay-per-view will not be until
December 2nd.
Yeah, until the last pay-per-view. But
Final Battle.
It's going to be a long time. Yeah, Final Battle. It's going to be a long time, but I'm expecting the extension. I'm sorry, the Addiction to get their rematch for tag team titles.
Also, we saw at All-Star Extravaganza, Silas Young say he wants a match. He wants the opportunity to win that title. Do you see him being in the world title picture around Final Battle, or do you think he's not?
Yes.
What?
I would love to see Silas Young battle in the world title, but he's not going to win it.
Where does the Beer City Bruiser fit in with that?
I think he probably early next year he could probably get a world title picture.
Okay, that is Ring of Honor. That's tonight on Comet TV. Also on Saturdays on my network TV here in Wisconsin. Now let's shift gears to NXT. Samoa Joe keeps making threats to William Regal. He says he wants Nakamura. Tony, does he get him this week?
No, I still think that he gets his rematch at
Takeover
in Toronto.
Yeah. So then what happens tonight then? Do you see Samoa Joe beating up more talent?
Yeah, I see Joe beating up more talent. Regal said, okay, you want to play like that? You want to play like that game? You're suspended until Takeover.
I bet, yeah, that's probably what it's going to be, and then maybe highlight some of the other the matches that are probably going to happen. It looks like Bobby Roode, Austin Aries. Also, the debut tonight of Sanity, which is going to be led by Eric Young. I think it's going to be an NXT version of the Wyatt family. Are you looking forward to that?
Oh, I can't wait to see that one.
Because, again, Eric Young has that crazy personality if he's a heel. I think that's going to work out very well.
I want to see when he does get called up to WWE. I want to see him versus Bray Wyatt.
That'd be fun. I think that'd be an interesting match, and we'll see if that'll... I'm sure that'll eventually happen, but of course NXT needs to kind of keep their talent down there, because I was talking with Scott Beatty on Monday after we taped our show, and I was saying that NXT's great, but it just sucks because it's the minor leagues, most likely for WWE, so people get called up and you lose talent, but they just keep bringing it in. They're doing a good job with that.
Well, just remember, they don't have they don't have that Kentucky brand wrestling they used to have a long time ago. Where CM Punk came from and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
I can't remember that wrestling name, company's name. Oh God, what's it?
It's okay, Tony. We get your point. Okay, that is NXT. That's tonight on the WWE Network at 7 p.m. And like I said, Comet TV tonight, or my network TV for the before Ring of Honor. We're taking time out. When we come back, we're going to preview Impact for tonight. That's next on the Ringside Report. Happy birthday to the one and only American Dream, Dusty Rhodes. Tony, he obviously passed on, I think, over a year ago, and he would have been 71 today.
Yeah, that was a good one.
Yes, he was, and of course, like you said, well, the one we taped prior to this, Eddie Guerrero's birthday was on Monday. Definitely a week of legends. You got to think for wrestling when it comes to birthdays.
They're probably having a legend battle royale up there in heaven right now.
Oh God, what a roster they have up there too, by the way.
Yeah.
Okay, now let's preview Impact for tonight. It's on, or tomorrow night. It's on at 7 p.m. on Pop TV. Now, I don't know if I'll be watching this, because if there is a Game 5 between the Cubs and Giants, that'll pretty much have all my attention. But, if not, you got the world title, Eddie Edwards winning last week. Is Lashley getting his rematch, or is he done?
No, he's waiting till the fight in Bellator.
So do you think, do you think this sets up a possible match and a return for his partner, Eddie Edwards, to possibly get him in the world title picture, maybe even turn on him? And you know I love a good heel turn.
Oh, I would love to see that. It actually happen. It might happen.
Now let's shift gears to also EC3. He's out of the world title picture, but it looks like him and Eli Drake are getting into a battle. And when you have them two going at it, EC3, he shows his humor, but now being able to go up against a guy that has a great mic skills in Eli Drake, this should be very fun to see however long this goes.
Yeah, it's got to be happy till Eli Drake finally cashes in that pound for gold world title shot.
And then also there's rumors, Tony, that they're going to have an Impact at the Hardy compound. A whole Impact edition. How awesome it would be. I guess Impact Obsolete, I believe they would call it. Would that be interesting to you?
That would be awesome. I'd like to see let's see if she comes back from Poison Ivy.
Do you think so you have that, and then also Gail Kim. Do you see Maria getting back in the title picture and getting another opportunity?
No, I expect to see Cody Rhodes is like Brandy get involved and then win the world women's title. That's
another question. And by the way, I think Allie's going to turn on Maria. I think that's the match we're waiting to see right now.
Yeah, well, wait a minute. That voice reminds me of Vicky Guerrero.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Like your girlfriend.
Oof. Tony, you keep quoting. By the way, did you see Marv do his Rookie of the Year impression? I saw it on Facebook. Oh my God! Oh, that was awesome. Good to see him. He hasn't been around in years. Good to see him. It didn't help though.
Yeah.
Okay. Cody Rhodes, is he gonna make? You think his in-ring return is gonna be this week, or do you think he's not? Or do you think they're gonna wait and do this on a big show?
I don't think he's ready for coming this week or next week.
Okay. Anything else, Tony? We got to cover for Impact.
Yeah, let's save it.
Yeah, we were trying to say in the last one before we got cut off, TNA needs to invest on a dummy button, and you can guarantee it'd be on the Ringside Report, because with dealing with Smoothie, I'd be pressing it every 10 seconds. Preview for Friday, we're going to recap Ring of Honor, NXT, and Impact. For the first time in 3 weeks, we don't have a warm-up to do. No pay-per-view this weekend, as again, they're off until the 30th of pay-per-views. Tony, it's Wednesday. Did the Cubs advance, or are we having a Game 5 tomorrow?
Well, we're going to LCS. And we beat the Nationals, too.
So they won last night?
Yeah.
I hope so, Tony. Okay, that's going to do it for us. We'll see you Friday. Again, beat liver cancer. It's Liver Cancer Awareness Month, folks. Please, sending out the cure. Ringside Report going green for the month of October. For Anthony Switty, I'm Ryan Youngson. Thank you for watching the Ringside Report, your front row seat to all things wrestling.